Hello everyone. So today we are here to talk about, it's my monthly wrap up, and we're going to talk about books I read uh, and what I received this week. Uh, Besides that, probably I went through what I'm going to read. So this month was an amazing month, to be honest. I was very happy with how I handled it. I've made some change in my life, so I tried to read more, play less games, and so on. There was a week and a half that I didn't read, so this was an amazing week, amazing month, even without that week and a half. So because I was a bit sick and so on. So I've read 20 books this month. And before you say, oh, 20 books, that's too much, you didn't read it. Yeah, I read it. So I stopped playing games or wasting time, and I've read some audio. I've heard some audiobooks for, and the remaining were paper books. But again, if you read 2 hours a day, which is not that hard to be honest, it's not that difficult to do. Even if you have, like me, a child, a wife, a work. That's not, and I do stuff at work. I almost do all the stuff at work, so it's not that hard. But of course, you have to make some changes. Like for example, I don't waste time on social media. I watch some YouTube videos, but that's not that important. I've stopped playing as much games and so on. So yeah, so we can do it. So before starting to show you what I've read, let me start saying what I've received. So I received here two package today. I don't even open it. These are a couple of books I was waiting. As you know, I've been trying to find, or not find, to collect all books in the Vampire Masquerade series, Vampire Masquerade, and these are the three books I've got. This is a trilogy called The Grail's Covenant, so written by David Niall Wilson. This is To Sift Through Better Ashes. The second book is To Speak Lifeless Tongues, very cool cover. And the third one is To Dream of Dreamers Lost. This is a trilogy set in the world of darkness, Vampire the Dark Ages, and is related from the other series that we have. And another one I got, there are also three books, but only one is connected to this world. It's this one, Anthology, 13 Clans of Vampires, 13 all new stories. There are short stories within that vampire, the clan novels that are set in the present. So these are to be read mostly in between the novels. Then I got two novels. One is from John R. Fultz called The Seven Kings. It's the second book on this series. They look very cool to read. The story looked nice, and I got this as a bargain, and to the other to be a Blackwell, so they are going to come in the near future. And the last one is a C.T. Phipps. It's the first novel I bought from him. It's Psycho Killers in Love. Looks kind of nice, like a funny story, funny horror story. So let's see. So, other books I received. I received a Broken Binding Special Edition by Philip Chase. It's the first book in the Way of Eden, like the cheese, I guess. And it's very beautiful. Just this, all of these are very beautiful. The book comes with a special jacket, as you know, here. Okay, so very cool. And then it has everything is golden, very cool. It has like an encryption in the back, and then it has the maps here. Two maps, one on each side, and then this book is signed and numbered, as you can see there. And cool about it, it has interior illustrations. I expected some black and white, and some are black and white indeed, like this one, for example. But for example, we have this one. They have like I believe 4 of each colors. Very beautiful. This is very beautiful. I'm very happy with this quality. I mean, paying this of course is expensive. 50 euros, $50. No, 50 pounds instead of the normal 25. But at least you get a nice quality book with 8 illustrations and golden foil and so on. So it's more pretty, you know. And these are done by René Eigner and black and white interiors by Penglu. So yeah, very cool, very happy. Other books I got. At the End of the Journey by Charles Gannon. This is set in the world that was created by John Gringo, which I really enjoyed. We've got Slash Survivor by Steven Kozniewski and Steve Koppas. Very cool, very short. All of these are incredibly these are from Mystique. Interesting. And these ones are from, I believe they are from Mystique as well. Something like that. They are reprinted by someone, Crossroad Press Trade Edition, which owns that one. So these are the one as I was mentioning about the Clan novel. This is Historiador. This is the first novel. They are very short. They are a connected story of 13 novels. This one is the second, as you can see there. It's Tzimisce. I believe it's a Roman word. The third one is Gangrel. Again, beautiful cover. Interesting that these books are not chapters, but they have like dates, and each one is starting in July and goes back to, I believe, October or something like that. It's very cool. The fourth one is Setit. Don't know. This is the fourth one, as I said. I'm going to buy the rest, but not now. I don't have the money to grab everything. And then another one from that company that I told before, the Crossroad Press, and this one is published under the label of Macabre Inc., which I have a lot of books, and I'm going to collect more because I really enjoy. It's our new paperback, bigger novels, and they are reprinting old stuff that's not in print anymore. So yeah, this one, The Siege by Rick Autala. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Then we've got Gnelfs by Sidney Williams, Macabre Inc. as well. Very cool. And finally, Greg Bear, Hull 03. This is not. This is a new one. I really want to read this, like sci-fi stuff from Greg, and that's no time as the present. So, what did I read and what was my favorite novels? As I said, I read 20 books, or heard 20 books. In total, there were 4,096 words, and I'm going to tell you which one was my favorite, which one was my least favorite. Let me just show. Okay, it's here. So, first of all, the ones that I didn't enjoy as much as I hoped was, without any doubt, Missile Gap by Charles Stross, which I gave a 40 point. I also didn't enjoy it as much Camp Concentration by Thomas M. Dish, which I didn't feel like I didn't understand this novel. Basically, either I'm just dumb or I don't know. Then with 45 points out of 100, you've got Strange Fruit by James Cooper. This one is okay, I guess. I didn't enjoy as much as I hoped because I feel that the ending was a bit forced. The next one, it's a one that really disappointed me, which is Damn by W. H. Schismar. It's a book by Leviathan Press. I already talked about this a bit. Then we've got the next least favorite. It's going to be Goblins by Charles L. Grant, which I gave 47 out of 100, so 3 stars, a bit less on the downside. It's the X-Files novel, which didn't made me read another one which I was supposed to read but I didn't, from him, maybe next month. Then we've got Old Moon Quarterly, which is four short stories, volume 1. It's very short, 40 pages, something like that. There's a 4 short stories in Sword of Sorcery World. This get 50%. Then the first audiobook was Doctor Who, the First Doctor Adventures 1.1. This is a 2-book series, 2 stories in the same novel, in the same audiobook. Then we've got Descent of Angels, which I gave 60 points out of 100, and by Michael Mitchell Scallon. And the problem with this novel was the point of it, and the ending was the story. The first part is very good. I was really enjoying. Didn't understand the reviews that were trashing the book all the way, but in the end I understand the problem with it. Then we've got with 63 points, which I didn't make a review, and I just ended this week. It's The Last Astronaut by David Wellington. There's a sci-fi First Encounters series, book, not series, about the encounter of a spaceship, but that spaceship is something more. I don't want to dwell much on it because it's a spoiler, but it's cool to see Earth being on this brink of discovery of a new species, because it's a ship, and we have a company, in this case by NASA, and another one by a guy that is probably bigger than the countries. Imagine, you know who I am talking? Yeah, that's the guy. So yeah, it's a competition between those two teams, if you can call it that, and they don't want to share and so on. It's very interesting because there are like a couple of subplots within the story. Like the first one is First Encounter, of course. Second one is this connection between those two companies that, institutions, if you want to call it. The next one is The Once Yellow House, which I gave a 68 out of 100, Gamma Amor. Unfortunately, I didn't enjoy this book as much as I hoped as well, because I thought it was going to be Lovecraft and stuff. It's a bit horror, but besides that, nothing major. Then we've got The Howling Ghost by Christopher Pike, which is the second novel on the Spooksville series. Okay, it's a children's Spooksville kind of, those children books that of horror. But it's very cool. I really enjoyed the audiobook. And just the way the audiobook is done, it's amazing. I really enjoy it. The next one was also audiobook. It's Doctor Who, The First Doctor Adventures 1.2. The first story is amazing. The second one is not that interesting, to be honest. Then we've got Murder at Holly House, which was a mystery. The mystery I chose for this month. This one by Denzel Mayrick. I enjoyed the story. I enjoy how it began. I didn't enjoy it as much in the end. There are a second novel, so let's see what does bring us to. But again, it's not a bad novel by any way. It's 75, so it's a 4-star novel. Another 75, it's The Haunted Cave by Christopher Pike. This is the third novel which I just finished today, and this one is a bit better than the second one. Then we've got another audiobook, which is Ashfall by Mike Mullin. This is the first book in the series, and basically it's a series about, imagine that if the Yellowstone volcano exploded and the damage would bring to the world, not only to the America of course, but to the world. And the story, it's basically that, and it's very very good. I really enjoyed the main character. It developed a lot. I really enjoyed this, the girl that she meets as well. Everything in the story felt good. I gave it an 83 out of 100. Maybe the second novel will bring more. Yeah, I really enjoyed. Then we've got, with 85 points, Conan the Barbarian by L. Sprague and Lee Carter. This is the official motion picture adaptation. So it's not not the first story of Sprague and Lee Carter that was turned into a movie, but the other way around. And I really enjoyed this. I can say more. It develops much more than the movie, probably because it has more pages, but it's very cool. I really enjoyed. Then we've got a manga which is called H.P. Lovecraft: The Call of Cthulhu by Go Tanabe. This is basically the comic adaptation of Call of Cthulhu, and I really enjoyed this pacing. Must, incredibly or not, you read Lovecraftian stuff, the Call of Cthulhu, and you may feel a bit slow, but this one, since it's an audiobook and the image that it presents are very cool. Go Tanabe really gets Lovecraftian horrors. Really enjoy this one. It's a shame they are so expensive, but I would love to buy the rest of the books. Then we've got another another comic, which is Black Tide Rising, Volume 1. This was done a couple of years ago. This is a novel that showcases like the first half of the first book. There's supposed to be a second and so on, but I don't know if they ever did it. I know they did it. Why, I don't know. But either they cancel or I don't know. It's very interesting take on the zombies. The characters are amazing. Really enjoyed Fate. I really enjoyed all the characters in within, the father and mother. This is not for liberals. I mean, because the way this is written, it's a book that, I don't know, it's more for conservative people, you know, and I really enjoyed what he did here. The families stick out to each other. They are a functional family without any problems. They work each other. They like guns and so on. So it's, again, Bane, it's like that, and I really enjoyed this. This is my kind of stuff, and this made me buy again the other books there. Then we've got I gave 92 out of 100 there, and now I've got two more novels to tell. The first one is going to be the one I'm currently reading. I'm just finishing. I'm 60 pages to go. I don't think this is go behind the 4 to 5 stars. Probably will. At this stage I would give it a 90 out of 100, but who knows what this guy wrote in the end. And it's called The Mad Trickets. It's a grim, dark, epic fantasy novel, and I'm really enjoyed it. It's a solo novel, so if you want to read a grim, dark novel, it's a solo novel, but expect everything bad, mainly, yeah, bad. And now my favorite book of this month is, without any doubt, Psycho, okay, by Robert Bloch. Amazing book, amazing feeling. Everything here is top. I just the way it's written, it's very fast. I read this in one day. The way it's presented by this Suntamp edition, I know now why they cost $200, or in this case euros, because everything is here is amazing. The artwork, the typewrite, the way they feel, it's overly. I didn't expect this. So yeah, so these are my top picks. And so what I read this month that I should have read? Well, I did start, but I'm not counting here because I will not finish this month. It's going to be The Shuddering, okay, because I read only 80 pages or so, so nothing major. What the two books I didn't read was R.L. Salvatore, Road of the Patriarch, and again Charles L. Grant by The Hour of Oxfam Death. Instead of this, I read the other one, so it's even. So yeah, those are the books that I've read, books I received, and so on. This next month, as you know, I have shown I'm going to read books that are self-published, so not by mainstream companies, any mainstream company, just published by the guy itself or girl, in this case, girl or guy. And the next month, if everything works out, I'm going to do March Warhammer stuff. So all books within Warhammer universe, either 40k, fantasy, and so on. And my mind is trying to tell me read more sci-fi, or maybe next month the next one, the April, I'm going to read. I'm just thinking about this, new authors, only new authors. Then the next month read only sequels, because you know, as you read books, new sequel and so on. So sometimes you have to take 3 years to read a trilogy, and that's something I don't want. So my next month is going to be again those new books, the books without any publisher involved, so self-published. In March is going to be a Warhammer. It has been in the last 3 years, so it's going to be Warhammer March, World March. And maybe in April I'm going to do that, what I've told you, that it's going to be like authors I've never read. And then, who knows, sequels. Let's see how February or March, in this case, holds on. So, yeah, that's it for me. Thank you all for being here, and please do tell me, what have you read, what are your comments, what can you tell me about books you're reading, and so on. I am always on the lookout for new novels, new books to read, to collect, and so on. Yeah, thank you all. Have a great weekend.